If you're looking for a great country fried steak recipe, one that's simple and easy to make, I found one for you. It is a Chef John Folse recipe for a country fried steak, or sometimes known as a chicken fried steak, minus it's not really chicken. So I'm gonna put this together for you. It is so easy. But before I begin, please consider subscribing and press that bell notification so you'll know the next time we post our videos each week with a new recipe. All right, so I have a recipe here. It is from Chef John Folse. This is not my recipe, but it is really easy. I can't even believe how easy it is, because I thought I would never cook this except, probably get it at a restaurant. I've got everything laid out here, so let's just go through that. All right, I've got a battering station, because country fried steak is actual cube steak beef, but it is breaded just like you were doing fried chicken. So we're gonna do that today, and I'm gonna fry it in Mike's big cast iron skillet here, and I got the one with the high size to kind of keep down the splatter. All right, so I'm gonna put together my battering station first. I've got a half a cup of milk and a couple eggs, and I'm gonna whisk that together here. And then I also have some flour and baking powder. So I got a cup of flour and a half a teaspoon of baking powder. Then I'm gonna put some salt and pepper. Some salt. Okay. And gotta have some Tonys. I'm sorry. I just love it. All right. So you want to mix your dry ingredients together. Oh gosh. All that pepper is gonna make me sneeze. All right. I did the dry first, so I wouldn't get my whisk dirty. All right, so now I'm gonna put in some milk. Have a half a cup of milk here. And don't worry about writing down the recipe, because I'll have it down in the description below. And this recipe calls for 4 6 to 8 ounce cube steaks. And I'll show you those in just a second. So while I'm whisking the milk and eggs together, I'm gonna go ahead and get my burner going here. I'm gonna turn it on a medium heat. And I have about a cup of peanut oil. You can use canola oil. We just happen to have peanut oil. So I'm putting that in there. I'm gonna let that heat up while we prep everything else. All right, so I've got that going here. That's ready to go. In his recipe, Chef John Folse's recipe, we have a unique ingredient to help it be crunchy like fried chicken. And it's ground, I ground up in a Ziploc bag a sleeve of saltine crackers, and I just pressed it with this stainless steel measuring cup, and it was just one of these little short. So if you're making like 4 or 6 of the cube steaks, you probably want to use both of these, but I only need this much. So I mash those up really good, and I'm gonna put that in here as well. Get that incorporated. All right, so we have a package of beef cube steaks. These are 2 nice size ones, and it's basically like a round steak, and it's been tenderized to help it. And this is just over a half a pound with 2. So if you're making for a family of 4 to 6, that would probably be about 1.5 pounds. All right, so I'm gonna open these up, and we'll start the battering process. right, y'all, that oil is heating up fast, so I better get started here. All right, so this is beautiful. First thing I'm gonna do is dip it through this egg wash. Give it a little bath. Cover it well here. And our flour and saltine crackers. There we go. You know what? I don't think it's clean enough. It needs another bath. 1, 2, there you go. And we're gonna do it again. Okay. Hymns is ready to go. I'm gonna set him right here. Let me do a little test in this oil. Ooh, not quite. All right, I'll continue battering. This one's a little bit bigger. Man, that looks like a big pancake. Get it covered up. So our oil is ready. I'm going to put just one at a time in this oil because these are kind of big. I'm just going to lay it in there gently. Oh yeah, that oil's ready. So we're going to let those fry for about 5 minutes on each side till they're golden brown.
Did you know Cajun Cooking TV has a cookbook called Cajun Cooking Made Easy? Purchase today to enjoy our full recipes, instructions, links on how-to videos, and much, much more.
So the next, all right, so I have both sides golden brown. Yeah. So look at that. Isn't that a beauty? Nice. So I got some paper towels here on my stoneware because I'm going to put this in the oven to keep it warm. And that stoneware will definitely keep it warm. All right, so we have our other cube steak. I'm ready to get it cooked. It's a big one for Big Mike Stokes. Look at that. Woo! There it goes. Get you a picture of that, Mike. All right, that was super quick. Country fried steak. I got a big one, a daddy one, and a mama one. So I need to make some gravy. You can't have country fried steak without some white gravy. So I'm gonna take some of this oil out and I have it in this glass container because it is pretty hot. And I'm just gonna take out and leave about 2 tablespoons. Right. So I got all that oil out. So in order to make our gravy, I've got just about 2 tablespoons of oil and there's a lot of flour that fell down on the bottom. So that's gonna be good for our gravy. I've got 2 cups of milk, some flour, and I've got chicken stock, and then I'll season it as well. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and put in my flour like I'm making a what? A roux. I'm making a white gravy roux. Mix this up really good. And I've got this on low right now because that cast iron is staying hot. Let me get this milk in here. Get that incorporated good. Don't fall in. And then I'm gonna add in some chicken stock. All right, so I'm gonna put in some chicken stock and that's gonna make it real good. Now I've got some salt and pepper. We're gonna let this cook until it thickens. And in the meantime, I'm gonna put our country fried steaks in the oven on warm. And it's gonna stay warm on our stone. Put a bit, just a little. Gotta have some. Okay, clean up my mess. Get this stirred up and we'll be back. All right, y'all, this came up nicely. I put it on a medium-high heat just for a couple minutes to get it to boil, and then it just thickened right up. So I've actually turned it off. It'll continue to cook in this cast iron. And I'll go ahead and plate this up so you can see what it looks like. Oh, So once again, folks, I have never cooked a country fried steak or chicken fried steak in my life. I don't think I've even eaten one, but I did it. It was so easy. It was just a few steps, a little getting messy, and we have now a beautiful country fried steak for Mike for dinner. I can't wait for him to give it a try. And remember, this is a Chef John Folse recipe. I will have the full recipe down in the description below. And be sure to let us know if you'd like to see anything else for us to give a try, or a recipe that you have you want us to try. We'll be happy to do that. So I'm ready for Mike to try this country fried steak. And you know what would be super with this and that white gravy? I had to move it over there. Is some homemade biscuits. So check out the link to our homemade biscuits right here.
It's a wrap.